What's up, everyone? Just Jason here, back with another video. This week's video is kind of special. This is the first in a series of collaboration videos that we're going to be doing in collaboration with some really great channels in the keto community. I'll leave links to all the other channels version of this recipe down in the description, and I highly recommend you go check them out. They're all great friends, and we're all just trying to do good in the world here and make better choices. So this month's theme for the collaboration, being as it's September and kids are going back to school, it was decided to come up with a healthy version of back to school lunch for the kids. Just trying to make things that are easy to make for parents, but also nutritious and healthy for the kids to take back to school. So for my submission here, really it's pretty simple. I wanted to stick to stuff that was fairly easy. There's only one part of it that really requires any work to it. So I'm going to start with some roll-ups with some cheese and some lunch meat, basically. So we're going to start with just some oven roasted turkey here. So that's going to be one piece, and then the other piece is going to be some Black Forest ham. Now, of course, this is something that could basically be modified based on what your kid likes to have as far as meats go, and what can go inside is completely up to what obviously your kids would want to eat. I'm going based off of sort of what my grandson would like to have. He's a pretty picky eater, but it's funny, he'll eat a lot of things I would have never thought that he would. So basically we're going to start with the two pieces of meat, and then I've just got some sliced mozzarella here. Again, depending on what your kid likes, you could put any kind of cheese in there. Multiple kinds of cheese, doesn't really matter one way or the other. It's, again, this is fully customizable. Now I'm going to put some cream cheese in. I'm going to spread this out on here to help it stick together as a roll-up kind of thing. You could use mayonnaise. Obviously, I would suggest something homemade, so you're not using the bad types of mayonnaise. And yes, I know spreadable cream cheese is probably not the best option, because they do have some suspect ingredients in them, but as trying to make things as easy as possible, I figured might as well go with something that just makes it a bit easier. So we're just going to put some cream cheese on there. Like I say, real job is to help the roll up stick together when you're actually rolling it. Now you could, again, the sky's the limit for what you put in this. Now you could put in, I don't know, you could put bacon in there, you could put pickles in there, string cheese as well, like if your kids really like cheese. Again, I'm going based off what my grandson might like. So all we're really going to do is we're going to keep it simple, and we're just going to add some yellow mustard in there as well. We all know kids are pretty picky and they like to eat different things, so that's why I wanted to keep it pretty much simple. Nothing too fancy, just leave it open-ended so you can figure out what you want to do. So we can basically just take this and roll it up sort of as tight as you can. Again, that cream cheese is what's going to help this stay together more or less. So that's about it. Like you say, it's holding together pretty good. Of course, I put too much mustard in it, but that's the general idea of what we're looking for. So then, Obviously, depending on how much your kids like to eat, you could do just the one, or do two like I'm gonna do. So what I'll do is I'll make up another one, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so now that we've got the 2 roll-ups made, basically this is, again, I'm not going to get really too specific about this. It's more of a general, what could I put in a kid's lunch that they would be happy with, that the parents would be happy with. Not making 100% clean choices, obviously. It's almost impossible to do that nowadays, but we're going to do the best we can. So obviously we've got our roll-ups that we can put in. And then one thing my grandson really likes, there's 2 options that we could do. There's these little mini pepperonis bites. Again, they're a processed food, not 100% clean. However, they're only 1 gram of carbs for 4 little pepperoni bites, so that would be a good option if they like that kind of stuff. You could also go with something like a pepperoni slice. My grandson likes these too. And then obviously it'd be nice to have, at least some sort of vegetables in there. So if we went with, just went with some baby carrots, obviously little vegetables with them is not going to hurt. And I would also, my grandson would live off strawberries if he could. He's crazy about them. And the only reason I don't have any with me today is that the strawberries that are available right now are just really bad. I didn't want to buy strawberries that I wasn't going to eat just to do this video. So, but like, a handful of strawberries or some blueberries or both, that's a great option for something sweet. Now, as far as sort of a dessert goes, obviously a lot of schools won't let you have things like peanuts, and again, I'm not saying this is a great choice or like the best choice for a sweet treat, but these Quest peanut butter cups are 100 times better than the Reese's. So, if that's something that they really enjoy, obviously you can go that route. And then as far as something to drink, nothing's ever gonna beat water, obviously, but we all know how boring that is. So, you can get into doing something like a Zevia zero sugar soda. This one happens to be grape. This is one of my favorites. Kids I'm sure would like the grape as well. And then you can even get into things like, if they want chips or a snack like that for their lunch, then you can, Quest makes protein chips as well. Again, I'm not saying they're perfect, but they're better than potato chips by a long mile. So again, this is kind of out of my comfort zone as far as videos go, but I thought I'd do my best to come up with some good options for parents out there to keep their kids happy at lunch. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully you go out and I encourage you to check the links below for all the other channels that are taking part in this collaboration. We're going to do a video each month with a different theme at the beginning of the month, and then later in the month, each month we're going to do a video with some other themes that aren't sort of recipe related. So, and that's going to be an ongoing thing throughout the year. So check back with us, and if you want to participate in it, you can comment down below, or you can send me an email, or you can reach out to Shelly at HungryHeath, and you can join us in the fun. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, consider subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one. Keep on thriving, everyone.